Hey, ever since we were kids, we've all known and loved bikes. And let's face it, most of us can ride one with our eyes closed. So, why tinker with a classic? Well, sometimes reinventing the wheel can make for a way more comfortable ride. Check this out. Bikes can have caterpillar wheels. Yeah, it looks a bit funky, but it's actually pretty chill to ride. And bikes don't just vary in shape, they can also be made from some surprising materials. Take bamboo, for instance. Not your typical bike material, right? This cool idea kicked off as a charitable project in Ghana and has since evolved into the brand My Boo. These bikes are handcrafted in Ghana and get their finishing touches in Germany. Plus, they've got Hakuna Matata written on them, which means no worries. Perfect for a laid-back cruise. It's not just regular bikes that get these upgrades. Motorbikes can too. Check out the B-Ride. This motorbike has a versatile 4-season track designed to handle all kinds of terrain and weather conditions. For snowy terrains, there's a specialized track that offers better grip and load-bearing capacity, boosting performance in tough environments. In 1930, John Archibald Purvis introduced his latest patent, a unique vehicle called the Dynasphere. Now, at first glance, you might mistake it for a tire with a very unusual design, covered in square-shaped holes that create a peculiar pattern. But take a closer look, and you'll spot a person inside the wheel. That's the inventor himself taking his creation for a spin. Now, initially, John Archibald developed 2 prototypes, a smaller electric version and another powered by a gasoline engine. The gasoline model boosted either 2.5 or 6 horsepower and could reach top speeds of 25 to 30 miles per hour. This prototype stood 10 feet tall, was made of iron latticework, and weighed around 1,000 pounds. The next version featured 10 outer hoops covered with a leather lining, designed to minimize ground contact. The driver's seat and motor were combined into one unit, mounted on wheels that ran along the interior rails of the outer hoop. When powered forward, this unit would attempt to climb the spherical rails, causing the lattice cage to roll forward. Steering was pretty basic, yet hard. The driver had to lean in the desired direction. Now, fun fact, John Archibald had a historical co-author for his invention, none other than Leonardo da Vinci himself. Okay, they didn't exactly collaborate, but John Archibald drew inspiration from Leonardo's works. The invention is almost 100 years old, and you probably guessed it wasn't a huge success. You don't see them on the streets after all. Did it work? Yes, it did move along just fine, but with a slight catch. It was almost impossible to break. Yeah, I can see where that would be somewhat limiting. So John Archibald's huge tire-like vehicle didn't work out. 30 years later, in the 1960s, the tire company Goodyear had a brilliant but somewhat wacky idea. Why not create tires that light up? These tires were made from a single piece of synthetic rubber and featured bulbs inside the wheel, making the entire tire glow brightly. The plan was to offer a variety of colors, and while these tires looked stunning in the dark, they didn't perform well in wet conditions. Plus, they had a nasty habit of melting under heavy braking, which isn't exactly safe. So the idea was eventually shelved. Now, if you spot someone wearing what looks like a giant diaper on their head, say at an airport, hold on snapping a sneaky pic to share with your friends for a laugh. The chances are that weirdo is actually pretty content because they're sporting something proudly called an original napping pillow. This thing is designed to block out light with 2 holes on the top for your hands if you want to catch some Z's at a desk. It cushions your head while letting you breathe easily, hence the cut in the nose and the mouth area. Now, I can't decide if it looks more like a bizarre medieval mask or a costume straight out of a heavy metal concert. But let's talk practicality. At 17.7 inches tall, it may not be exactly the most compact item to bring on a plane for a short flight, though it can be a lifesaver for a super long-haul transatlantic journey. Hey, I'm not done showing you the weird stuff you can wear on your head. Check this out. It's a head crane. Instead of pouring your cereal into a bowl like a normal person, you can use this milk-powered hydraulic crane device. The arms are operated by syringes filled with milk, mimicking the hydraulics of large industrial diggers. Just push and pull the plungers to move the arms and shovel cereal from the box to your bowl. The grand finale? press down the white plunger to squirt the milk into the bowl, and yippee! Breakfast is served. Alright, you might not be sold on that crane gadget, but I've got something you'll love. The Rion Pocket, Japan's must-have summer device. It's like having an AC unit attached to your body. This wearable air conditioner goes around your neck and under your clothes, using sensors to detect your physical activity and adjust the cooling level automatically. This keeps you comfortable and saves battery life. Now, the idea for this innovation came 35 years ago, when a Sony engineer was on vacation in Southeast Asia. There were many factors he noticed, and all of them, summed up together, led to the concept of individual cooling systems like fan jackets. In 2004, the first fan jackets were launched. Though initially not very comfortable with quick battery drain and frequent malfunctions, these jackets have seen a resurgence in popularity this year, especially among outdoor workers. The new digitally controlled jackets feature 2 electric fans around the lower back, creating a personal microenvironment with a gentle breeze to keep wearers cool. Ever thought about how much more you could get done without the constant distraction of social media? Well, that's the idea behind the Ampere Traction Timer. Here's how it works. You place your phone in a special box, which then blocks access to the device. You set the duration for your tech-free time, and once the timer is up, you can access your phone again. The developers believe this smart timer can boost concentration and make a great gift for anyone struggling with phone addiction. It's all about encouraging users to achieve deeper focus as part of their daily routine. Or, hey, maybe try some self-control. It's free. Here's a fun indie project for you. A guy invented shoes that let him walk on water. Inspired by Leonardo da Vinci, these shoes allow you to stroll on water and cruise beneath the surface. They're powered by large electrical motors and propellers attached to the user's legs. While they might remind you of a jet ski, they're more compact, making them a unique invention on their own. With some practice, you can even jump out of the water and glide along the surface. By the way, this guy wasn't the only one who attempted such an invention. Meet Dwarka Prasad, who's come up with a clever way to walk on water using giant specially designed shoes filled with thermocol. These shoes are fitted to each foot and come with thermocol-filled oars for added buoyancy. The lightweight thermocol provides just the right amount of float. The water shoes consist of 2 floats bonded to a Rexine sheet, all attached to metal straps with back foot support. They're also tied together to keep them from drifting too far apart, making them easier to control. In India, there aren't many alternatives for crossing water bodies other than boats. Ambitious bicycles are one option using air-filled floats and propellers. So these shoes were a good idea. They were invented back in the 80s, yet they're still in use in the rural parts of India. Finally, the invention straight from the 60s for those who wish for the perks of having a cat but are not ready to commit. Designed to scare off rats and mice. It turns out the rodents weren't buying it. Plus, it couldn't cuddle with you after a long day. On the bright side, it didn't shred your sofa or bring home any unwanted gifts. That invention didn't work out, and people are still trying to invent electric pets. Nah, we may have the weirdest of the bikes, but no one will ever replace an actual purring cat. Trust me on this. Would you like your car to have a high-tech holographic windshield? Hyundai plans to start mass-producing it soon. This windshield will be split into sections. The driver can see useful information like speed and directions, while the passenger can watch movies or play games. Even cooler, you can send videos or games straight from your phone to the passenger's section. From the outside, it will look like a normal windshield, so no need to worry about attracting thieves. We hope it's also, safe. The next cool invention is a tiny relaxation device you'll be able to wear around your neck. This pendant can create different types of vibrations, like the gentle feeling of a cat purring or soothing heartbeat, to help you feel calm or entertain you. When you're listening to music, it can make your chest vibrate, so you're feeling like you're at a live concert with booming speakers. Great news for you if you aren't a fan of getting up earlier to fill up your coffee maker with water. The new Carapod pulls water straight out of the air and makes enough for 13 cups of coffee. It even uses a UV filter to clean the water and make it safe to drink. The pods are plant-based, so they're better for the environment. The creator got the idea from a beetle in the desert of Namibia that collects water on its shell. The new magical spoon from Japan makes food taste saltier than it actually is and saves you from all the extra salt. The spoon has tiny electrodes that send a super small gentle zap of electricity. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt at all. The electricity moves tiny bits of sodium on your tongue, which makes your brain think the food has more salt and yummy flavors, even though it doesn't. You can even choose how salty you want it to taste, with 4 settings to pick from. Japanese scientists are creating tech that lets you feel virtual textures, like sand, water, or squishy objects. Instead of using motors like most haptics, they put a tiny bit of oil in a gadget called an actuator. Electricity changes the thickness of the oil, creating the right sensation when you touch or press. Magnets help control the texture, so it feels super realistic. If your desktop screen never feels large enough for you, you're going to love the world's first rollable laptop. Push one button and it will extend a 14-inch screen upward to the screen space of 16.7 inches. You can even adjust it with a simple hand gesture. It's perfect for scrolling through documents, PDFs, or web pages. The manufacturer tested the rolling mechanism 30,000 times with no issues, so it's built to last. Would you like to legally display a Van Gogh painting in your bedroom? The ink poster will let you do it. It's a new low-power digital poster, and you can update it easily using Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It's super low power and only uses battery power when the image is changed, so you'll only need to charge it once a year. If you ever feel too lazy to read bedtime stories to your little ones, the Bookstory platform has got you covered. It uses AI to read books aloud, and it can even use your own voice. Just place a book under a sensor and it figures out what's on the pages. It can read the story normally, turn it into a song with song mode, or make it feel like a movie with music and sound effects in theater mode. It can also translate books into any language instantly. Toshiba's AI-powered TV will detect different types of audio, like crowd cheering or loud traffic during news streamings. Then, it will let you amplify or mute specific sounds with a push of just one button, so you never have to miss anything important because of background noise. How about a transparent TV? It will blend perfectly into any interior, as when you're not watching it, you can choose to display art in 3D or make it completely see-through. And if you decide to watch it like a good old regular TV, the image quality is also very impressive. It's already up for grabs for around $60,000. Hey, let's get 2. You might not have the time to go see a doctor every day, but you can sure let a smart full-length mirror check your health while you stand in front of it. The mirror scans your body for things like heart and lung health, while the base measures heart rate, blood pressure, and even your oxygen use. The mirror explains everything in simple terms. Another cool invention is a super small chip, only as thin as a piece of paper. It produces sound in a completely new way, by creating waves that are so high-pitched even humans can't hear them. These special waves help create a clear, rich sound that works perfectly no matter what you're listening to. It's 3 times thinner than the drivers use to make sound in most headphones or speakers. This tiny chip can fit into a lot of things, like your favorite wireless earbuds, smart glasses, or your phone. If you spend a lot of time in your office chair, or maybe you're a passionate gamer, you're gonna love the new model with temperature control. It comes both with a heater and a bladeless fan. The fan draws the air from the bottom of the smart chair. It goes through vents on the sides of the chair's back and right up to your neck. The folks who tested it say it's way more pleasant than just a fan in the room, and the heating doesn't make your back sweat. You won't have to go off the grid anymore, even on your most remote and wild adventures. The new off-grid gadget will be linked to your smartphone to let you use satellite internet networks in areas that have no cellular signal. You'll also be able to share your location with up to 5 people, so they'll always know exactly where you are. No worries, it's tiny and almost weightless, so it won't weigh you down while hiking. Coming up next, a headset that uses noise-canceling and sound-dampening technologies to create an invisible sound bubble effect around you. Even if someone is standing just 2 feet away, they won't hear a word of your conversation. The headset has special microphones that can pick up your voice even if you talk very softly, as quiet as a whisper. Most microphones need you to talk way louder, basically shouting. The new headset also blocks out background noise, so the person you're talking to hears only your voice, clear and crisp. Scientists in Japan have built a machine that turns sunlight and water into clean hydrogen fuel. It uses special sheets that catch sunlight and split water into hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen is collected as fuel, and the oxygen is left behind. This could power cars, factories, and homes, but the tech still needs some work to make it faster and more efficient. Right now, the machine is still in the making, and the scientists need some time to make it better to work faster and create more fuel. Gardening fans, meet your new best friend, Petal. This bright orange camera, shaped like a flower on a plant-like stalk, uses AI to identify and track insects. It can even observe other things in your garden, like sprouting seeds and growing plants. Don't have a garden yet? Hey, no problem. The same company also sells Wonder Blocks, a modular system that works as a planter, and a cozy bug hotel for pollinators. It feels like everything is run by AI these days, even lipstick. This baby is designed by a Brazilian cosmetics brand to make applying makeup easier for people with visual impairments or limited upper body mobility. A special sensor figures out the shape of the user's lips. They pick a color they like, and then a robot arm smoothly applies the lipstick for them. The same company has already created easy grip makeup brushes for people who might have trouble with hand coordination or grip strength. So, which of these inventions would you like to try out first? That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with